Hey guys, you wanna know what I love? Sonic the Hedgehog. You wanna know what Jesus Christ, I already did the stroke last video. Let's just get on with the topic already. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but the music for Sonic 3 and Knuckles was supposedly made by Michael Jackson. And that's super cool because I really like Michael Jackson music, so I'm gonna just talk about it right here. Now, who in their right mind would think this 16-bit garbage trash soundtrack would actually be made by Michael Jackson? And if you think that, well, you're wrong, because this soundtrack is actually super good. If you listen to the music in Sonic 3, there's a lot of strange voice samples that sound a lot like Michael Jackson from his Moonwalker game, also on the Sega Genesis. Along with the fact that Carnival Night Zone also has the same 6-note progression as Michael Jackson's Jam. Here are the two songs paired together. Not only is Carnival Night extremely similar, but so is the credits theme. It's exceptionally similar to Stranger in Moscow. But the ones fans always pointed out was Ice Cap Zone, and just how insanely well it matched up with Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal. But, when in reality, Ice Cap Zone's counterpart wasn't even a Michael Jackson song. It was written by the Jetsons, a band that had connections with Brad Buxer, who had connections with Michael Jackson, who had connections with Sonic 3. I know, it's a bit complicated. And this song was called Hard Times, which is basically a recreation of Ice Cap Zone with lyrics. It's actually pretty good. Funniest part about all of this is that the Jetsons recently re-released Hard Times on vinyl, which doesn't sound that out of the ordinary, though this re-release does have the vinyl blue, and the cover art for it is the Act 2 background of Ice Cap Zone. Pretty neat. Now, what does any of this have to do with Sonic 3? Well, I'll tell you. It's because of Michael Jackson's involvement and the controversy surrounding him at the time is that Sonic 3 has not seen any re-releases or ports in recent years. Which may seem weird to some people. Michael Jackson is very popular. Why wouldn't want you to be proud of your game having music made by him? Well, it's because Michael Jackson didn't really give them permission to truly use the music. After he left the group, they just used the tracks anyway, and that's where the controversy comes in. You see, the guys, Brad Buxer and other people working with Michael Jackson, decided that after he died, they wanted royalties for the Sonic 3 music. You know, this one game out of this one franchise that Michael Jackson kind of liked. Also, is it just me, or am I the only one who really likes these images of Michael Jackson and Sonic hanging out? Also, I really want these plushies here. They're super neat. And these Michael Jackson dudes are threatening to sue Sega. And wouldn't you know it, Sega's kind of poor. So if Sega were to be hit by a lawsuit by someone as Michael Jackson, they'd be out for good. And if we're considering who is involved, the money and royalties they'd have to pay up, that might not be just enough to spend on one little game about Sonic the Hedgehog. Even though Sonic 3 is the grandest, biggest, and largest Sonic game out there, Sega just wouldn't risk it. They just wouldn't do that. Although Sonic 3 is still somewhere, and that's on Steam. You see, the Steam port of Sonic 3 and Knuckles came up before all this music mumbo-jumbo with Brad Buxer, so none of this legal stuff had to keep them from re-releasing it then. And that's not even the tip of the iceberg. A few years later, after the Genesis port, Sega released a PC port with all new music. And let's just state this right now. These songs are absolutely terrible! They suck! Fans then theorized that these songs had to be replaced, since Michael Jackson worked on them. They contain lots of vocal samples that most likely belong to Michael Jackson. Of course, like the Smooth Criminal theories, these turned out to be absolutely 100% wrong. A prototype for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 recently released, not too long ago, a few months ago at this point, and it showed us that these were meant to be the original tracks, and on the Genesis, they actually sound really good. And when running on a Genesis, these songs don't actually sound that bad. In some ways, they're a little bit more enjoyable than the original. Ice Cap still doesn't match that smooth criminal Jetsons feel, but it's still a really good mix. Of course, if they were to re-release the game with these songs in mind, well, a very vocal and large part of the fan base would cry out since, well, the original songs are absolutely amazing. Everyone seems to love them. But if fans can't play the original version, they'll have to resort to illegal ways to obtaining it, which wouldn't be that good for Sega either. Of course, this argument right here leads into something we like to call game preservation, and that's an entire video for another day. Along with the recently found beta, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 have been getting remasters on mobile and PC, which have kept fans wondering, where the hell is Sonic 3? This is what then started a resurgence in this investigation into Sonic 3's music as to why they can't re-release the game on mobile and PC. This then gives Sega another reason to stay away from Sonic 3. Fans have found a lot of evidence proving that Michael Jackson did indeed work on Sonic 3. Sega would now have a legitimate reason as to why they shouldn't re-release Sonic 3, at least not with the original tracks. With the threat of a large legal team hunting them down for royalties because of this one silly game, they can't release it, at least not with the original tracks intact. So, what are the fans to do in this situation? Well, they can get the existing Steam piece, add a widescreen, add mod support, and you can have the best playable version of Sonic 3 ever. You see, the widescreen ports of Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 were handled by Christian Tomley Whitehead, you know, one of the other Chris's that had the Sonic's repertoire. Of course, fans then theorized he would make a Sonic 3 widescreen port, remaster, etc. Of course, this never came to be, and we got Sonic Mania. Christian Whitehead did show off a Sonic 3 port, but alas, Sega never let it get made, because probably the legal allegations from Michael Jackson. Of course, fans knowing that they will never get the Sonic 3 port they deserve, they decided to make it themselves, and by golly is it amazing. The footage shown on screen is a trailer for what was supposed to be the mobile re-release of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Alas, this never came to pass, and in just a moment, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Angel Island Revisited or Air, the modern remake we all wanted. Not only does the game run in widescreen and 1080p, but there's also mod support. Wanna be Giant Sonic? Well, here you go. Wanna play as the absolutely adorable, always amazing, precious classic Amy from Sonic Mania Adventures that everyone loves and is better than all the other Amy's because the other ones just don't match up in comparison to the classic Amy because all the other Amy's suck? Wanna play a souped up, more badass version of Hyper Tails for a bit? Well, here you go, he's pretty rad. Wanna play as the amazingly immaculate Dr. Robotnik in Sonic 3 levels? Well, here you go, there's a mod for that too. Do you want new levels, new graphics, and want it to still play like Sonic 3? Well, there's mods for that too. But it's not the same. Sure, any Sonic fan can get these ports and remasters up and running. Hell, they did it for Sonic Adventure, Sonic 3, all the other games. Man, nothing's stopping these fans, but it's just not the same as if Sega, Sonic Team took the time to remake these games properly and remaster them with all the care and love that we know they deserve. So what if there's a few legal troubles in the way, Sega? These games, they matter to us, your fans, to your history. Sega, you need to show us and everyone else that you care about these games and that they truly indeed matter. If you take anything away from this video, this is that the fans want these games. We want Sega to take the time, the energy to remake these titles with the love they deserve. As of the time of making this video, No one knows what the next Sonic game will be. All I ask for is that Sega and Sonic Team put truly care, effort, heart into this next game. Because no matter what, I'll be there, along with the Sonic fanbase, to support you all the way.